Hello, it's Javi. Welcome to Morning Pages with Javi. This is my second channel. I have a main channel at Javi Speaks where I do in-depth media analysis with TV shows and movies and talk about their social and political impact on us all. I have Substack at Javi Speaks as well where I talk my shit and I give poetic musings about blah blah blah, whatever, climate change, all these things, right? Anyway, I had this idea for a video for a minute, just because I've had this thought for a minute. The title of this video is going to be I want to be a stand up comedian even though I'm not funny. And the reason why first of all, I think I'm a little funny, but I feel like, for the sake of the title. Anyway, I just wanted to talk about stand up comedy because I feel like it's so cool and awesome. I've only gone to like a couple of comedy shows. I've been in improv before, which is. Yeah, so I've performed technically in some improv shows, and then I have only gone to like maybe one or two actual stand up comedy shows. I went to see Rami Youssef last summer and on his Love Beam tour, and it was phenomenal. I love Rami. He's such a baddie. I love his show and everything. And part of the show, he was talking about, connecting with heaven and God or whatever his version of that is, and then, it being a love beam into our physical reality. And he was talking about how beautiful it is to be in this one place with people who you're never going to see again, or you're going to recreate. You can never recreate a live night like this where everyone's going to be there at the same time in the same place and with the same people and laugh at the same jokes. Like, they can never recreate this moment because even crowd work, if people say things in the crowd, you also have to like take that into consideration that nothing is gonna, like, you're never gonna be able to recreate this on like in like actual reality, right? Um, Unless you're Nathan Fielder, then that's a different thing. But I feel like just something about that, it's really stuck with me because it's been about a year or some change since I've seen him. And bro, like, I've been thinking about that shit and I'm like, that is actually so important because I remember feeling so rejuvenated when I went to see Rami. So I was like, yo, I genuinely felt so good just sitting in a place together and laughing my fucking ass off. Okay? Is that okay with you? I was genuinely having such a good time laughing, and he was making, Rami likes to make political jokes and stuff and just talk about, yeah, yeah, he was just talking about what's happening in the Middle East at the time, and he's talking about Mandami because Mandami hadn't become president. Freudian slip. You know, I want Mondami as president. No, he hadn't become mayor of NYC at that point. Any hoozle, right? It just made me feel so good afterwards, and I saw it with my siblings, and we were just cracking up and being like, yo, we actually have to like come up with our own stand-up comedy shit because it's phenomenal being in a room together and going through such, not the thunder, going through so much strife in our regular lives, the economy, climate change, you know what I'm saying? All these little cute, terrible things that we deal with on daily, having some time to laugh with your girls and just hee hee ha ha for the hell of it, you know what I'm saying? It's just so awesome. And I've been in improv shows and shit, and which is like really cool or really embarrassing as the way you look at it, but I really feel like it was just phenomenal being in a room with people and laughing because it's so hard out here in these streets. And I know you know that. It is so difficult being a human nowadays. I literally woke up today and I was like, man, it's not even right the way we live in, bro. You ever wake up and you like this that meme of that painting with the black woman. She's like Monday morning blues or something. I think that's what it's called. And she's like at the bed, just going through it. Um, yeah, but I just am constantly thinking about how shit is just not right, and I'm sure everyone else is thinking about that in their own version. Some are thinking about it in the wrong way and want to continue things being wrong. I don't know what the hell is going on, but it's the same thing with like DJ sets, going out, clubbing with your friends and going to a concert, or just like uh being just the vibe setter. I love being a vibe setter, bro. You really are like a vibe curator when you're a DJ or a comedian, or if like, I don't know if art galleries is like, I don't say that's the same thing, but like getting to people together just to enjoy art together, bro. Like it's so beautiful and it's so human. It's so human to be like, yo, let's hang out and let's like say stupid shit and make fart jokes. Like we're just farting around, just having a good time. Anyway, but what I specifically want to say is like, I think it's so beautiful to be the person to bring everyone together, and so that we can have a good time, because having good times in this season of life that we're in is so important. Using joy as a tool for destruction, or destructing, what, right, using humor and joy as a way to take down all of these like walls that we have that make us super isolated and like, against each other and stuff. Having a way for us to just like let our guards down and enjoy ourselves in our company is so beautiful. And I feel like you forget how easy it is and like how normal it is to be in a room with people, and maybe you guys don't all agree, but you guys are all vibing together. And I feel like I've just spent so much time recently going out and having a good time and going with my friends and enjoying new things that I'm like, so many people just need this so bad. They need, and I'm so, so eternally grateful that I have so much family and friends who I can just hit up whenever and we can go out and have a good time, right? Even in the constraints of like jobs and scheduling or whatever. But it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful when you just catch yourself in these moments of like pure joy, when you're literally just around people who have the same exact humor as you, or maybe not the exact humor, but we're at the same intersection right now, and we're just enjoying people's time. Like it's so fucked up that we've been so like isolated towards each other and alienated from ourselves, our spirit, our body, and from each other, that it just sucks realizing how not frequent it is that I'm in a room with people who are different than me, but we're all on common ground and having a good time together. Because you could be going out and there's a creepy man or something stupid, or you could be having a good time and like, I don't know, there's so many scary things that happens and Americans do to make really normal spaces really dangerous. But I just think it's so important to be a vibe setter. And I feel like, me personally, do I need to be the stand-up comedian? Maybe not. But I kind of want to, you know what I'm saying? For the one time at least. But I do feel like it's really important to have moments where we're all consolidated in one space, and it's like be able to have the relief of just having a good time being with people. And I'm saying these things and I'm like, adoy, like, what is the other option? But we're really living in the other option where we're deciding not to just hang out with each other and be stupid. People don't even like dancing at the club no more. What? Thankfully, when I roll deep, so I know me and my crew, me and my ladies, my baddies, my girls and gays, we're all having a good time when we go out, right? But not everyone has that, and that's so sad. Like, WTF? Like, anyway, but I genuinely do feel like it's really important to be the person sometimes, because when you're a stand-up comedian or a DJ or someone who's in a band, you're literally a community organizer. We all need community. We all need to have an organized community so that we can survive outside of all this mania and this fucked upness that these terrible billionaires and stuff and the ruling class is putting us through. We need to be independent from that stuff, or oppositional to that stuff. Sometimes both, sometimes mutually exclusive. But I genuinely do feel like we just need to have time where the only purpose of that gathering is to have a good time. And it's weird because it's like, it seems so like obvious, But so many people don't live in that reality where they want to be around. Like, if you look at the male loneliness epidemic, like, so many men put having fun as like not secondary, but like whatever is like 20th airy to like regular things. They'd be like, I want to go to the gym and I want to have boiled chicken, that, and I want to play Call of Duty. Those are the only things, and to play ball with my friends. They don't remember that like shaking. Don't even get me started on the shaking ass, bro. Like, if men genuinely had time with themselves and shook a little of that thing back there, we wouldn't be living in such a dangerous society anyway. But I feel like so many people, like groups of people who harbor all this power and damage all these lives, don't remember to have a good time. It is so important to have a good time. Joy is literally a tool for destruction for all of these shitty ass, like, positions and these whatever. Like, we need to destroy these ways of lives where we feel alienated and isolated and just feeling terrible and shameful and all of these things. So many people feel shameful for being a human. That's where we're at right now. People don't feel like they're good enough, or that they should be shamed and ridiculed for not being perfect or not having the perfect waist, the itty bitty waist, or they don't have the perfect skills or whatever, or they're not like, their job is not, their career isn't correct or whatever. People forget that life is just about vibes. And that might be irritating to hear, but genuinely, all this other stuff is BS. Why don't we just gather more and crack a little joke? I don't understand. What is the holdup? Okay? We need joy. We need joy so bad. And literally, it is like important. It's, you, what is the word? I forget the word, but it's like, it's not optional to not have fun. In order to live sustainably, to actually reach an old age, right? Or I don't know exactly the science, but you have to feel safe in your body to be able to age properly and to recover your body from stress. You have to be able to have fun and be able to be with people to live a healthy life. It is not optional to not have joy. Okay? So that's what I'm thinking when I think about stand-up comedians. It's like, we need to have places, and so we get to schedule in moments where we're just having a good time together. There would be so much of the issues that we have today, or us being too scared to connect with people. And like, when you're with a or when you're at a comedy show, you're expecting to have fun. Some people don't. Some people just want to be there and talk shit, but it's like you're expecting to get something out of it. It's not exactly in a transactional way. I mean, you can look at it that way, but just having scheduled times, like holidays, we need freaking breaks from all of this chaos that we're constantly living in. We need times with each other that are literally just for fun. And I think about that a lot when it comes to like regarding climate change and like us progressing into this new world of change or whatever, however you want to say that and put that down. Um, I always am thinking about like, we need in these moments where we're gonna face like hardships and destruction and all these things and like grief, we need to have moments that are built in to like have stress relief and have fun and be joyous. Like, no matter what, joy is necessary to living life. It is conducive to living a healthy life. You know how much crazy, terrible things can happen to your body if you like are stressed? If you're really, really stressed, you can get so sick. And I've been there where like my immune system has actually gone bad. Has gone like shot because of my stress levels. So I'm saying from experience, like, when I don't have enough time, just have a good like moment and just have some type of stress be, you know, taken from my body through like dancing or laughing. Laughing is so natural, crying is so natural, breathing is natural, and we somehow have a bad relationship with all of it. Men don't feel like they can cry enough. People don't feel like they can laugh enough. Like, I don't understand how we got this, or I know how we got to this situation, okay? It's pretty obvious what went wrong. But I genuinely feel like if we have moments where it's like structured time to have a good time, or not even structured, but I think we have to have parts of our lives that it is necessary. And we need to community organize in certain ways like that, where we have to have fun, because how are we supposed to survive? These other institutions, these other systems, they're not relying on our humor, but we have to. Okay? Genuinely. So, do I need to be a stand-up comedian? Yes. I'm claiming it. Like, I may have not said anything funny in this video, but be fucking aware, because when I get my shit popping, you bitches are not gonna be able to compete. That's how I want to. I'm joking, but like, no, seriously, I do want people to be stand-up comedians. I want people to enjoy life. Like, damn. Like, is that okay? Like, I really want people. And there's plenty of stand-up comedians where you're like, yo, cut that shit. Like, you actually need to wrap that shit up. Like, nothing you're saying has any substance. You're just making fun of people, which is a good point. But also, if you look at the lens of community organizing, structured joy, and like, it's not optional to be like, oh, I don't really want to have fun. I don't want to laugh. That will make you so miserable. Misery and stress can take the life out of you. And I just want to be someone who sets the vibe. Like, I do need to work, and stand up comedy is such hard work. It is so hard to be funny on command. Like, to just be able to harness that shit. Anyway, that's a different thing. But genuinely, DJs, bands, like singers, musicians, all of these people who have art and do live performance art are genuinely like gems and like necessary pillars of of our communities. You need to have a good time. You need to be able to dance and like get a little intoxicated, have a little fun. Oh, you don't have to get intoxicated, but like genuinely let your inhibitions like go. You need to have fun. You need to joke around like shit. And I'm not even playing. I'm not even joking. But yeah, all that to say is that I really think it is something I want to work towards, where I can be proof that joy is necessary. And not only is it necessary, but it's just like a fun addition. Like, it's a fun addition to life. You should be able to feel free in your body and feel connected to, maybe not spirit if you don't believe in that, but in my terms, like connected to your spirit. Like, some people are funny and it's passed in generations. A lot of people know that comedians are sad, and it's sometimes sources of comedy or sources of trauma where your comedy comes from. But it's like, it shows you how true it is that you can alleviate some of that BS with joking around. You should be able to feel good in your body and to feel like it's okay to make light of situations. So that's just my personal opinion. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Shout out to stand-up comedian. Shout out to Whoa, what to mispronounce the name. Shout out to him, Mr. Youssef, because that comedy show meant a lot to me. And I suggest, if you have the means, to go out and see a comedy show yourself. Even if the comedian's bad, even if you're like, it's a snore fest, you should still be able to like have moments in your life where you're adventuring and you're experiencing. Why did I say it like that? You know, go have fun. It is necessary to have fun. And you also can. It is allowed. I feel like sometimes I have a mental block where I'm like, things are so bad. There's no way that I would be able to like, or it's like this defeatism. What is the word I'm thinking of? I forget the word. I'm always forgetting words. But like, to be so defeated, you think it's not even an option to be happy or to be joyous and to have fun, or that you have to work. People are always talking about how they work to rest. You don't have to work to rest. You can have fun. You don't have to work for shit to have regular emotions and regular operations in your body. You should be able to rest, be able to laugh, be able to cry with no other cause. It can just be because. And that's what's beautiful about live performances. Like, even seeing a play, you're like, yo, sometimes I'm watching plays, I'm like, what are they talking about? I do not know what they're talking about, but it's just they're in silly costumes. We're having a good time together. It's something is so beautiful and innate to humanity to want to gather and to have a good time. You know? They've been doing plays for human history for so long. Bro, I just watched The Odyssey, bro. Like, someone get these beggars out of here. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I was in a theater with people who all were like, for 3 hours just enjoying themselves. It's beautiful. We need to go outside more. It's necessary. Necessary. So, yeah, summing up, having fun is not optional. Having fun is conducive to a healthy life. It is good for community building. It's important for so many reasons. You should have time in your life where you are just having fun for no other reason, just for the sake of having fun and to enjoy yourself and to relax. Okay, I repeated myself a million times, but yeah, stand-up comedy. I'm coming for you, babes. Beware. Ah! Bye.